Hi, it's Jeff from Akoonu. This video is going to be about working with chat responses inside of Oonu, your AI sales analyst. To start with, I'm just going to select a previous chat, which was about the quarterly forecast health. So this was a fairly involved one, so it responded with some fairly rich output. It will adapt. If it's a quick question, it will return with quick output. If it's a very involved question, it might return with more involved information. You can ask it to generate, a full analysis or a full report, and it will adapt to the questions you're asking and how you'd like it to respond. In the response, several sections come back. There's some text. There's a sentiment list showing highlights and good things and bad things and warnings and so on. It can create charts. So in this case, it's a bar chart related to the pipeline composition. Tables. And wherever you see a link, that's a place that you can click on and drill down into. So that's one of the pluses of using Oonu inside of Salesforce, is that it can drill through to the underlying records and underlying information. All right, let's keep looking through. Okay, so that brings us to the bottom of the chat. For each of the sections, there are some buttons at the top of the section that appear on hover. The first is to copy it onto your clipboard, which you can then paste into a document or an email, and it's going to come across formatted as it is in the chat here. There's the ability to save it to your gallery, so think about that as a bookmark for sections and blocks of chats that you would like to come back to later. You can download it as a PDF, and again, it will download formatted as you see it here in the page, or you can go into a full screen mode. And I'll click on the full screen mode. So you can see that it opens up. It's almost like a slideshow. It opened up the chat to the section I was in, or the chat response to the section I was in, and lets me scroll through. So maybe you're in a meeting and want to pop it up on the screen so that everybody can see it in a larger format. So those are the things you can do for each block or each section in a response from the chat. And then there's also things that you can do at the bottom to help with reading the content. The one part is the ability to expand it. So I can click expand button and it expands the full width of the screen. And that lets you get a better view at some table data if it's getting truncated or you want more resolution in the charts. You can click the collapse when you're ready for it to go back to the standard width. Likewise, at the bottom, you can thumb up and thumb down chats. You can copy the whole response message to your clipboard or download the whole response message there. So that should give you an idea of what you can do with the responses that come back from Oonu. Already mentioned in a previous video that every response comes with some follow-up questions you might want to ask to dig in deeper to the data. And of course, you can also just type in your next question or ask Oonu to dig deeper into something. Thank you for joining me today and just talking about how the responses come back and what you can do with them when they do. Thank you.